Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us.
Episode titled Danny Pellegrino Praise Away the Gay.
That's
For the holidays.
Guys, we're going on a live tour. We're hitting a bunch of cities. Make sure you get tickets below. I'm very excited.
We're doing meet and greets. We're going to do a little after parties. We're going to drink. We're going to get nude. We're going to have a wild time. Make sure to get your tickets now. They're selling fast. Link below.
Welcome on in, everyone. It's the day after the Philly show. Joey is in the hotel in Philly. I'm in New York. We had a hell of a show last night. Sorry if it sounds a little bit echoey, but I forgot my goddamn headphones. Thoughts on Philly, Joe?
I'm sorry if it sounds echoey here from live on location. I'm just in an enormous suite, so there'll be a lot of echo. But the show went great. I think Philadelphia is one of my favorite cities to come to. Now, granted, I did have 4 cheesesteaks in under 24 hours, so things aren't looking great for my cholesterol. And I have a CT scan this week and a sleep study.
No. Oh, a sleep study?
Well, they're going to send me at home with machines, and I have to lay in. I can't find where we are. Where is everyone? Oh, there you are.
What do you mean you're going to have for a sleep study, they're trying to figure out if Nana's got apnea, if Nana's got a snoring issue, if Nana's what's going on with the bear?
Nana may have a heart murmur. We don't know. But so I have a sleep study. So I put all these tubes on me. Thank God I get to do it from quiet on my own home. And I'm going to find out all the bells and whistles about them. But I want to know if I could, because I have to put myself down every night. I do take medicinal help to fall asleep. So I don't know if I can do that with my new scan. Myself in this coma.
You mean for the sleep study, they probably just want you to be like au naturel, like nothing in you, so they can see how you truly, really sleep.
I don't know. Or they just want to see if you're like, they just want you knocked out.
Well, what's wrong with you?
I can do it right in an office if I have to.
I can put myself down in about a baker's minute. What's wrong with you? You just can't fucking sleep?
No, sleeping has nothing to do with it. It was when I went, because I went for my high cholesterol.
Yeah.
My triglycerides when I had the deep dish sausage pizza before my blood work. And we got those alarming results that I had to talk to my doctor off the speakerphone. But then I went back and it was just cans. It was only cans. It was fake because I ate all the food. But anyway, I got a sleep study to make sure that I'm not dying. And when you get into your 30s, they just want you to have all the blood work done and all the bells and whistles. And I don't lead the most healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, but you're getting better.
I'm drinking coffee.
What is you usually don't do that?
No, I'm kidding. I'm just telling you I'm drinking coffee.
Oh, they want me to do that. Take a blood fucking. I haven't been to the doctor in 10 years. They're like, you should go to the doctor and get blood work and.
Appendix erupted everywhere.
You think?
Girl, I go to the doctor every three weeks.
Really? For what? Well, you have
name it.
Yeah.
No replenishment, injections. I love going to the doctor.
Oh God, it's such a pain in the ass. You got to fucking go there.
I don't work the system. If you're on as many medications as I am for free, it's a whole. It's like
they're free because you have insurance, not because you fucking.
No, I did it before. I had insurance. I scanned this. I didn't scan, but I had no job, no insurance. I was on Medicare.
Oh, I was on that too. When I was back in the day, I was on the Obamacare Gold.
No, I wouldn't do Obamacare. It's against my
religion
values. But I would. Because I'm voting for DeSantis.
Oh. Did you see Chris Christie, his speech that he gave to the Trumpers?
No, what did he say? Something nice?
No, he was it was actually really, really kind of crazy. He it was a bunch of people just yelling at him and he just stood there and just yelled back for 20 minutes. So it went mega viral. She was a Jersey queen. Huh?
He probably got winded.
I'm sure he did. I do want to say this. Philadelphia, like Joey said earlier, was incredible. What a fun, awesome town. The crowd was so nice. All the people who came to the meet and greet were awesome. There
were shady gays in the dark, though. I want to say we couldn't see. This is the first show, and I've done arenas. Trust me, I've done really big shows. This is the first time I was not able to see past the front row with the lighting.
They were so bright, right?
The brightest light. It's probably to combat our shine.
I think. Yep, Nat, talk about it.
I think that's why they had to do it. But I've never, even in the biggest, during my arena tour, there was not lights that bright, so I couldn't see anything. But and the meet and greet, there was only one queen standing before us. If you don't know what one queen, how we count queens, it's a thing we do with live shows, and we're not sharing it here because you have to come to a live show to figure it out. But Trish and I do a ritual every show. And at the point, it was getting the line was dwindling down, and at that point we only had accounted for one lesbian.
There was a lesbian. No, there was a
Then-
lesbian and one queen. There was a
There
lesbian
was
and
no
one
queen. The queen didn't come up. The queen was taking a photograph.
No, but at the end, the tall queen. There was definitely a queen.
That we
Remember,
photographed.
he was tall. No, he was in a camel coat with a Chelsea boot on, a tight black pant. You
Maybe
remember?
I don't remember her, but anyway. But then in the when the show was going on, in the shadows, there was a gaggle of gays. So I'm getting the
They were
message
heckling us.
that the queens, they were heckling us. That the queens that were there were made anonymous.
Yeah.
They were hiding in the shadows, and they didn't pay. And they're also cheap queens because they didn't pay. They went to cheapqueens.com and they got their tickets because they didn't want to meet and greet us.
That was so funny because we've never really been like heckled, but it was this group of homos.
They were just enthused to be there.
They were heckling. Oh, they were heckling.
What were they saying? I wasn't listening the whole time.
They were saying "kill yourself." They were saying "get off the stage." They're saying no, they weren't. They were enthused to be there, and we love it. We love when our queens come out, male or female, or non-binary. We accept everyone. It's a safe space, but we had a ton of fun, and Chicago's next Wednesday.
You have to oh my god, I'm such a every time. This is why I love being a weed queen. I have the best idea. Come in. The new tagline should be come in, leave your inhibitions at home, and you leave your gender at the door.
I love
the
second part.
At the door. Like
leave your gender at the door.
Yeah, when you come in, because we're all non-binary.
I love that. I was saying Chicago is next, and I'm excited for that. Did you see the video of the new office?
Yeah, it's ghetto and it's all fake. Trust me. Everyone's trying to do this big fucking gorgeous thing. Trust me, as a homeowner, I'm at Square. The fucking kitchen is on the middle of the basketball court. You're acting like this is a big fancy fucking thing. Yeah, they got a big thing, but it's like they're like fake Instagram people acting like, oh, look how cool I am.
You are so dumb.
It's not real. You
are so stupid. You are so stupid. I can't wait to go there. It's the office. How do you say it's fake? Look at the office. It's huge.
I don't care how huge it is. I'm layoutqueen.com. I know layouts, and I know that
you can't have it. You think the layout is wrong?
The kitchen's on the basketball court.
The kitchen is not on the basketball
court. I swear on my dead mother's grave, it's adjacent to the basketball court. The basketball court's here. Donnie's cooking, and people are playing basketball.
You don't want to watch the boys play basketball while you cook? I thought you were.
No.
All right, let me say this.
I want to listen to India RE in my headset, smoke a blunt, and vibe.
Smoke a blunt. Let me say this. When we go out next week, I'm going to vlog the whole thing. They're setting me up with a camera.
I'm sure it's beautiful. And
we'll get me and Joey's video out there of the whole thing. We're going to check it out. We're going to do the whole trip, and then we'll see what the real reaction is. Because I think it looks awesome. I think it looks very, very cool. I
think it look good. I'm just saying it's not what they're trying to fake the fucking. They're trying to make it look more glamorous than it is. It's not. Okay. It's a warehouse with Warsaw stickers everywhere.
I know you are. You are so. I hope
I'm like the New York office. I'm a New York girl. I'm not a Midwestern. Maybe built the hoopla they do out there in the West. But I'm a trend true. I like it simple. Me and Erica Nardini built a nice home. Me and Erica Ayers, we built a nice home.
You know what? I hope you prove me right.
We don't need basketball courts to be fun.
I hope you prove me right because after seeing that video, I'm like, I gotta get my ass. Let me finish. Stop interrupting me for 2 seconds. I say, I hope you prove me right because right now I want to go fucking move out to Chicago with the way that looks. So I hope we show up and it's crap because then I'll feel better about being here.
I'm not saying it's crap. I'm just saying it's a street easy scam. It is not. Trust me, we're gonna get there. We're gonna be like, "What is this, honey?
White refrigerator.
White refrigerator." I am jealous that there is a kitchen, but I'm not jealous that there's a kitchen in a basketball court.
Oh, but wouldn't you love to cook in that kitchen with Donnie? Or you should do some cooking with Donnie. We're gonna do.
You weren't at that dinner. We had a meeting.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah.
I was mentally not there. I was physically there. This is the anxiety pill dinner.
Oh.
Is it Thanksgiving? Oh, last night, you motherfucker.
A thing.
Last night at the fucking show, me and Joey, this is actually so funny. We were backstage.
I thought I was gonna get struck.
And Joey was he's like, we were talking about some things that's going on with me. I was like, please God, don't fucking mention
the AIDS scare.
No, don't mention what I said not to mention. And we get on stage and we do our little dating segment. And the first thing Joey brings up, he just looks at me with this shitty grin. And he's like, now, Trish, did you this weekend? And it was all fucking time. So we got plenty more of that coming up in
Well,
Chicago.
Trish, you took laxatives this weekend.
Laxatives? What?
Are you great? I thought you were backed up.
No. Is that what my face is reading? Are you covering up your lesions? Okay, good. We have Danny.
Ointment. This is a YouTube. This is a YouTube video, girls. If you're watching, listening on the radio, pull over. I just applied a hand cream.
We have Danny Pellegrino on the show today. Very, very funny. He's the nicest, sweetest guy ever.
He's a Fortune 500 heir to the Pellegrino sparkling water.
Yeah, we just learned that, which is why we're trying to become friends with him even more than we have before. So
now she's been busy. She's been a busy year because BravoCon was this weekend, and
Snorefest.
I'm not a Bravo. Why don't we have Barstool Con? Oh my God.
Do we? That's kind of
what. Kate, timestamp this because if Dave Portnoy tries to steal my idea, I'm fucking suing. Barstool Con, where we do. Thank you, Kate.
Oh, should we do a Kate reveal?
No, everyone else stop listening to us and watching her. She is a fucking Sports Illustrated model.
Look at how Kate.
Why do they keep you behind the scenes?
You know what's funny is I literally dyed my hair yesterday because I was like, oh, I have nothing going on this week. Like, I'm not going to see anybody. Let me just dye my hair brown. And then Vinny texted me last night and was like, hey, I really need you to do the recording. And I was like, great.
Well,
so I'm usually blonde.
Wait, do we think that Barstool fired Marty and Sandra to hire modelsonly.com?
Yeah.
They got 2 bikini models working on our show now.
It's like when you have those waiters, you hire the waiter models. They're all just super hot. That's our entire show. Me and Joey are the ugliest people on our show by far.
We refuse Kate to ever be seen again. We put a filter on Vinny's camera so no one can see him.
It is me, Joey and I are the ones who talk. We're just pigs compared to the people who do our production. It's like all of our producers are gorgeous, and then there's us fucking fat gay slobs on the fucking thing.
Wait, we show up to to an appearance, and they think that me and you are like the help.
Yeah,
they're like, oh, guys,
throwing your coats at us.
Couple.
Well, Kate does a great job.
Kate has been thrown into the rest. You know, she was greeted with a list of words, as we say, every show to cut out. So it was, my boyfriend's name, every drug in the book, every slur in the book, every
slur.
Every time I've written down to put on my hijab, she's got to cut that out. So I do thank you for all the hard work you put into it.
Yeah, I think I had a heart attack the first night that I did my first show. I was like, God, I hope I did everything.
Talking about AIDS lesions and fisting.
Yeah. I was like, I'm going to wake up the next morning with like a bunch of texts. That was my nightmare. But it's been great so far. I love it.
Okay, good.
Yes.
You don't offend us. Now, are you cisgendered or when did you transition?
Recently.
Okay, good. She did recently transition. She just dyed her hair brown.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. I did a huge transition yesterday.
Out and About podcast. Leave your gender at the door.
Exactly.
We make shirts for that.
Come on in and leave your gender at the door. Chin up, panties. I have so many ideas.
I have it. I have that written down. Leave gender at the door. I thought that was funny.
Okay, while I have you, do you know how to make websites?
How to make websites?
Yeah.
Only on like Wix. I'm a very amateur.
I'm a new owner of weedqueen.com.
Mm-hmm.
And are there any web designers in the chat? Because I need a web designer. Right now, if I went to my website, if you go to weedqueen.com right now, I learned how to put a carousel picture up. I think they're all messed up, though. I went into Poppy's. I put Poppy's bikini picture on there. But they're all zoomed in. I don't know how to zoom out. But I was able to get messages over there now.
Uh-huh.
Maybe we'll read them on Friday. Should we do that? Read some Weed Queen messages?
Isn't today Friday?
No.
What?
I think Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Same thing.
Same thing. Yeah, Wednesday, Friday, same thing. Should we get to Danny Pellegrino?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what a fun. He's an author. Now, I just want to wait. Quick, before we start, can I talk about my Christmas tree dilemma?
Sure.
Of course.
You guys
I'm
don't
going to search for an armoire as you do this because I've heard it 10 times.
What did you hear?
Your Christmas tree. Your Christmas tree.
Now, I woke up in a panic because I think I made the wrong decision.
Oh, are you going with a real tree?
No, not the real tree. I think I ordered the wrong one. The one I bought, Poppy, has a remote control. So it was only $199. So I said, I just want something nicer. And my credo is you get what you pay for anywhere in life. So
don't buy nice, you buy twice. Yeah.
let me throw another 100 at the problem and see if it's a nicer tree. Now this one has 700 lights, where Poppy's only has 500 lights. So I'm gonna have 200 times the lights, but his changes colors. It goes from colored. Remember we had a debate about colors and whites yesterday?
Oh my God. Yeah. On the stage at Philly, I go, which kind of lights do we like, colored or whites? And the audience gasped. I was like, no, clear or colored. Christmas lights.
I know. And then you had that tiki torch. It was all crazy.
Fuck up.
No, but my dilemma is now, did I order the wrong one? Do I want a remote control? I just want a foot pedal.
No, remote control is trash, Joey.
Alexa's going to turn the lights on and off, but I don't. It's going to come a point where I want colored lights. Like if I move to a bad neighborhood one day, I'm going to want to have the option.
Having a remote control for your Christmas tree is white trash.
Is it?
Yes.
Foot pedals more, or is Alexa? What do I say? Alexa, tree on?
No, you get your ass up and plug it in.
Ew.
Having a remote control Christmas tree is white trash.
I don't think so.
I think that's a stretch. Like you need a fucking little remote control for your trees. You can sit there. No. The fun of it is you have your tree. I think you just need to plug it in. I think you're going above and beyond on this. I think you're doing a little you're doing the most with the tree. And I think the tree you have is great.
I didn't even get it yet. Wait till I go to ribbons.com.
Oh, I thought you just said you got one, but then you're getting another.
I got the tree. I ordered it. I haven't received it yet. But you said
okay.
I haven't even begun decorating. Like,
wait, so you have clear lights right now?
It's built into the tree.
No, but the lights are clear.
White. Yeah.
White. I'm afraid to say white. I'm afraid to say white.
It's warm white.
Yeah. So tell us right now, are color lights white trash or not? If you're listening, are they trash or not?
No, color lights. And I talked about this on the live show yesterday in Philly. Certain applications and certain style homes call for colored lights. Certain things, white lights are classic, but the thing is, like you don't want a chic, modern, like mid-century, modern, gorgeous like home, and then have colorful lights. I think white lights go more with a streamlined, neutral palette. But if you have, first of all, if you have kids, automatic color lights. If you have children, it's colorful, it's cheerful, and that's what it goes. I don't care what your house.
I never had color lights growing up. I always wanted them. But I think color lights are good if they're like the big vintage like bulbs, like 1950 bulbs. Like I think those are cool color lights.
Yeah. But I think color lights are good for if you're doing a traditional Christmas, like you're doing, like I'm talking like, you have a nativity scene, you got Santa's up, you got Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, lots of red velvet, green velvet, plaid. You're doing all that vibe, like the traditional, like Norman Rockwell Christmas, then a fucking red and white.
Totally agree.
The colorful lights are good. And if you have children, I think colorful lights are good. But there's certain applications. I mean, traditionally, as a traditionalist, color lights are white trash, but
there are circumstances where they're okay.
Circumstances where, like, in design, it's like it is what it is. I went with white lights on mine, but I'm saying if I ever do move somewhere where I want something more traditional, then I'll just buy an extra tree because it's just a Christmas tree.
Facts. Okay, I have to go do radio, which means it's time for Danny Pellegrino. Do we have any words of encouragement for our ladies for the interview coming up?
Yes. Go buy his book right now because I read it cover to cover and I'm still craving more.
Love it.
I'm still craving more. It's all about his holidays. It's about holidays, about his family growing up and how his mother did traditions. It's like about funny antics.
It's a perfect fall holiday book to get into the spirit. Yeah.
It is good. I love it. And you're going to love it too. You're going to love Danny Pellegrino coming up next. But before we go, I wanted to read a word from our sponsors.
Okay, guys, we're going to talk to you about ZocDoc. Before we get to our interview with Danny Pellegrino, have you ever been on the hunt for a new doctor and you ask literally everyone you know for their recommendations? And finally, after weeks of searching, you find the one. So you call their office, you make an appointment that they have available, but then the receptionist tells you that the perfect doctor doesn't take your insurance. It is a nightmare. Well, I have good news for you. Wipe your tears away, put away the ice cream, and head on over to ZocDoc to find and book the right doctor who is right for you and takes your insurance. ZocDoc is a free app where you can find amazing doctors and book appointments online. We're talking about booking appointments with thousands of top-rated patient-reviewed doctors and specialists. You can filter you can filter specifically for ones who take your insurance, are located near you, and they treat almost any condition you're searching for. I like to think of it like a Yelp for doctors. The average wait time to book a doctor on ZocDoc is just 24 to 48 hours. That's it. Sometimes you can even score same-day appointments. I did with my eyes. I looked up a dermatologist. She was in my neighborhood. I went. She got me the cream. Hopefully you guys won't have to look at this nightmare much longer. And once you find the doctor you want, you can book them immediately with just a few taps on the app. There's no more waiting awkwardly on hold with a receptionist to try and figure things out. ZocDoc is a super easy way to find a doctor you need and book them within 24 to 48 hours. If I had needed this product, it's what I would use. Go to ZocDoc.com/outandAbout and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/outandAbout, ZocDoc.com/outandAbout. Guys, take care of your health, okay?
All right, everyone, welcome on in a very special guest that we have today, Danny Pellegrino.
Hello,
A
Pat.
very jolly guest.
A very jolly guest.
I'll try to be.
Welcome to New York. Welcome to Barstool Sports.
Thank you. Yeah, I've never been in here before.
I know. Now you and I have been in cahoots for many moons now, trying to lock it down. When I'm in LA, I always miss you, and when you're here, I miss you as well. But we finally did
And I've
it.
had your friend Snooki on.
Yes.
And she was so great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. But yeah, you're a media powerhouse, an author, a thespian.
It's weird. I have this holiday book coming out in October, which is strange. But
Well, no,
No, it's not. That's
I already
perfect
had
timing.
Christmas on my. Oh, it's not on here anymore. But I'm always like 3 months ahead of time. Like people that see the holiday decor in like Macy's in like September and like that's too soon. We don't even have Thanksgiving yet. It's like I'm all about it. Like we can skip over. I like decorating for all holidays, but it's never too early for Christmas.
No, it's never. I was actually listening to Christmas music today, and this is it's all
turn my
unhinged,
cup
unhinged holiday stories that you have here. But it is never too early to start celebrating.
No.
You're doing all your press for the book right now, right?
And there's a Cher holiday album out that came out a few days before that book. So I feel like I'm in
all
good
the
company.
queens are coming for
Yeah,
your
yeah.
gig, Mama.
Yeah.
It just
Wait,
happens
do you
to
have
be
a
the
favorite? Do you have a favorite holiday queen, like a holiday music queen?
Oh,
Rachel Dolezal.
she's one of them. No, I don't. Do you? Is it Mariah?
Mariah,
No.
yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah.
she's the queen of Halloween.
But I was thrilled that Cher came out with an album too because I wanted a
A
Christmas,
Christmas album.
for her from her forever.
What does the Christmas album like her sound like?
It's all over the place.
Can we pull it up? The Cher thing?
Wait, there's one, guys, there's one song where she's doing kind of like a just like Jesse James twang, which I love. But it's
Give
called,
me a
wait,
sample.
It's called like I Like Christmas. So she's like I like Christmas, but it's like a slow down country thing. I like Christmas, and the
She's
whole
feeling
thing.
her gig.
I like Christmas.
And then she has a song called DJ Play a Christmas Song,
No, she's
which
going
is
into
like
pop.
Believe, but
Yeah.
with the word
That was a
Christmas.
gay in her camp that did that.
Yeah, well, bless them for it.
I mean, we haven't heard anything from Mama Cher in many moons, many years.
Yeah.
Well,
How
she
long
sold
has it
that
been
house.
since
It's
her
been a while.
farewell
She's
tour?
dating that young guy now too.
I know. That's probably what got her back in the studio.
Who's she dating?
She's dating a lovely 19-year-old guy.
Just turned
That's
19.
the
No,
dream. Did
Is he
you
a
know?
dancer? Is he a dancer?
I thought he was a music producer. 'cause
Music
he produced-
producer.
Yeah.
He looks like he's in the arts. I'll say that.
She's
much.
taken after Britney after that wedding. She saw who she married. She wants a nice, young, hot dancer.
Well, they're divorced.
Did you
Did
guys
you
read
know-
the Britney book?
No, so that's what I'm saying. Are you a little pissed off that Cher came out with the album and Britney came out with the book the same time that the Jolliest Soldiers coming out?
No, I love it.
The jolliest soldier.
The
Jolliest Soldier.
Jolliest
Oh my
Bunch.
God.
Sorry.
No, the Jolliest Soldier will be the sequel. I am thrilled that I came out at the same time.
Yeah.
And I was telling you before we started recording, I remember Barbenheimer, hashtag Barbenheimer. So I'm trying to get hashtag Jolliest Woman in me.
Oh.
And I just hope that people are like my goal is that if people are at the bookstore, they're buying Britney's book, maybe they'll just like kind of pick up mine.
Yeah.
Like just grab it on your way.
You should
got
offer
good-
a deal.
You got good placement. Can you move your mic like closer like this?
Oh,
At these
sorry.
mics. Like,
Sorry,
you got good placement on your book. Did you suggest and require that this was next to Britney's book?
No, but I haven't been to a store yet. It just came out today, and I haven't been to the Barnes & Noble yet to
No,
see
she's
the
a brick and
placement.
mortar.
Also, Jada Pinkett Smith is doing a tell-all
And John Stamos.
behind the red table. Or what's it called?
The Red Table Talk.
No, she has a book. Elliot Page has a new book, The Man in Me.
Yes.
A lot
Or no, Page Boy. Sorry, Page Boy. A lot of queer representation in the media.
Yeah. Mine's more like silly stories. So I feel like
I love
mine
that.
is more comedic. And I tend to think of it. Do you ever see National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation?
Of
Yes.
course, yes.
It's like that vibe in a book. So it's like family stories, chaotic
Oh,
family stories. So it's
fun.
meant to be funny and silly. And there's a couple chapters that are maybe a little more dramatic and stuff. But Not like, I guess this.
Is this your first entry?
It's my second book. I had a book come out last year called How Do I Unremember This? And it was sort of a similar collection of,
I remember that.
Embarrassing stories. Luckily, it did well enough that they let me do this one.
She's a storyteller first and foremost.
Well, Joey and I actually both matched our. I matched my eczema to this, and he matched his psoriasis to it as well.
Oh my God.
Now
I love your eyeshadow.
she had a allergic reaction to a beat I gave her.
Correct.
I did a smoky eye on her for a video.
Next thing I know, it's late October,
and it's still there. So I decided. I'm going to stand in solidarity with my sister.
Yes.
I'm
I wish
wearing
I
the same
would've
look.
known.
Same look. I can apply it real quick, but I know you have press today.
you look great. I'm going to say this right now. I mean, the eye.
stunning.
Hello. Can we
Stunning.
appreciate the eye?
Can you
Stunning.
zoom in?
Yeah, somebody get a close-up of that. I had just heard about these things called Lumify eye drops. Have you heard of
Oh
these?
yes.
What are
bitch.
they?
They're the purple eye drops, and they make your eyes look bright and crystal white, and they're
Do they hurt?
No, they're a little
Okay.
mentholy, but
Oh, okay.
makeup artists have been using them for years in their kits. I'm a makeup artist by trade.
Yeah, somebody was just telling me you got to get the Lumify.
Why, are you
for
having hazy
on-camera
eyes?
stuff. I don't think so.
Oh
I
no,
don't
you
know.
look fine. Do you smoke weed?
Just fine.
Do you take cannabis?
Just
Yeah,
fine.
I do, but not.
Well, I'm
unpack
Weed
that.
Queen. I'm Weed Queen. Go to weedqueen.com, KWEEN right now. I just bought weedqueen.com. So,
I need to get some from there.
well, I don't have anything for sale yet. I don't even have a
Okay.
website or a weed company. I just wanted it because I started taking edibles instead of drinking now because I had a whole battle with my triglycerides.
We were short on time
I
for
do-
an episode,
yeah.
so we went ahead and filled it out with weedqueen.com.
I love that. The weed that I do is they call it Soccer Mom weed. The place that I
Oh.
get it from in LA. He always I just have to tell the guy I'm like I
MedMen?
like this. No, I don't even remember what it's called, but the guy sort of laughs at me because I like a weaker.
Yeah.
You know, and he's like, oh, you're here for the Soccer Mom weed now.
Ease your way in.
The weed I do is called
Okay.
actually.
Yeah.
Like, woo, wake up.
No,
That's a
yeah,
different
it is.
strain.
But it is funny though. You're talking about weed. Joey turned me on to the edibles, and I'd like taken them here and there, but just not like drinking and not waking up with a hangover. Like especially now, I can't do it because I'll be hungover for like easily like 4 or 5 days, and it's just so nice to have a nice little just like a little weed fog in the morning, and then it burns off, and then we're able to perform at our highest level, which is exactly what we're doing right now.
Correct.
I feel it.
So wait, so a holiday book. Are you a self-proclaimed Christmas queen?
Yeah,
naturally. Are you like, it's a holidays your thing?
Yeah,
Your
I love the
thing?
holidays. I mean, even I sort of like everything that comes along, the chaos, all the bad stuff and the good stuff. I find it hilarious, and there's so much pressure. And I think what I find funny is that people try so hard to keep it all together and make things perfect, and then inevitably everything falls apart. And you're Italian, you get it. Yeah.
I know how it goes. I'm excited I've only perused through the book, but I'm excited because holidays are a time for
Reflecting.
for reflecting, to come together, and I
give
felt
thanks.
with that ensues chaos and stress and fucking.
Talk about it.
It's
know what I
a
mean?
lot, right?
It's a lot.
And I don't know if your family is like this. My mom, in particular, it's like that Italian family where everything's got to be perfect. The food's got to be homemade and perfect.
You
And
did 7 fishes.
and everything. I feel like every single year we're adding food to it or adding
Yeah.
baked goods. So there's like a new cookie, but then my mom has to cook all the old cookies too, and so she's
Well, and
it's too much.
also it's all those kids that now with all they're identifying as this with their dietary restrictions. I don't eat this. I don't eat that. I can't have nightshades. I can't have gluten.
What's your
I
thing?
can't-
You have to have something there.
I mean, I just don't do basic. I don't do like shitty food, like stuff. But no, I eat everything in moderation.
Right.
And
But if I
you
did
have
have, I don't have any food sensitivities, do I? I hate sweet potatoes.
no, you don't like. He doesn't like sweets. Like
At all?
baked goods is
I'll
not.
have a
you're
bite,
more
but
of like
it's like
a food.
I'm not going after that if I'm
So
hungry.
you like salty?
salty? Like I'd rather have more meat and potatoes than like or like
interesting.
a quesadilla.
Well, we're in a bulk right now.
And wait, Pat, what about you? Do you have a hate thing?
Well, she's allergic to avocados.
Yeah, I'm allergic to avocados. I'm allergic to stone fruits, but I'm allergic to peanuts.
I have
but
seasonal
that's
stone fruit
childish.
allergy.
You have what?
Seasonal stone fruit. It's only every other summer I get stone fruit allergy. Do you know it's a thing?
no.
It's
I've
it
never heard of
is.
it.
Food allergies in general, I think, are childish. Right? Isn't it childish of me to be?
Do you think
if
that
I'm
glu-
34.
Do
I'm
you think
allergic
that
to
gluten
peanuts.
free is a made up thing?
Kind of.
I do too.
I mean, I don't know.
Celiac is a real thing, but not being gluten intolerant, and not liking gluten. Or just tell her when you're anorexic and you're trying to be skinny.
I say that, but also I'm sure there's been a time or two where I've turned some bread down and been like, oh, I'm gluten free.
Have you done that?
Like if I just didn't want something, sometimes I feel like it's easier to just say something like that.
Yeah.
Or even at a restaurant, sometimes if you don't want like anchovies, I always feel like
Say
guilty
allergic.
saying
Because then they'll really
I'd
note
much
it.
rather say, oh, I'm allergic. Even
Yeah.
though I'm still being annoying, probably.
Yeah. What are your foods? Do you have any weird food sensitivities?
No, I'm particular. I don't like a lot of things. Like I don't like mushrooms, or I'm not a big seafood. I don't really like much seafood.
What about
at all.
peas?
I'll eat a pea. Yeah.
A lot of boys don't like peas.
How is it? Peas don't have
Wait,
a
why?
taste.
I don't know, but I like to add peas in a lot of my dishes, and sometimes like people hate it. Like my boyfriend hates peas.
Well, you
Well,
got
what
the
do
little
you-
ones at home.
I have little
What are you
ones.
adding peas to?
Oh, I add it to
Pasta.
a risotto. I love to add it to risotto. I add it to pastas. I'll add it to this dish that we made, a family dish called chicken peas and potatoes, which is chicken peas and potatoes. Shocking.
Sounds good.
Naturally speaking.
But some people don't like it.
Yeah. I learned yesterday that I like feta on pasta.
Oh,
which is kind of
from
gross and
TikTok?
weird. No, I don't know. I just
Who told? Did your mother know about this?
no, I got room service and
Ooh.
there was like a feta appetizer, and I ended up putting some of it on my
Oh.
bolognese, and it was delicious.
Oh, that sounds okay.
Also, there was a place called Noodles and Company. It's like a chain.
Oh.
And they used to do a pasta with feta on it that I loved.
I don't time I hear feta and pasta, I think of that TikTok thing where they took like a fucking
Yeah.
brick
Oh, yeah,
of
that
feta,
one. Yeah.
put the macaroni around it, and then put the fucking cherry tomatoes, and and it looked like a congealed, chunky mess.
I've never had that.
Don't have it.
Okay.
Where are you staying in New York?
I'm
With room number.
Park Hyatt, I think. Yeah.
The Park
yeah,
Hyatt.
Park Hyatt.
You're familiar.
I sound
I've
so
been there.
stupid.
Well, Joey's apartment flooded the other day. You had a beautiful room at the Soho Grand.
I
That's
took
like
a-
your spot.
Well, my
How's the
apartment
flooding
flooded.
now?
The flood's fine. I'm moving in 2 days. The people came. Thank God it happened when I'm gone because the whole living room got wet. It flooded. So yeah, I escaped and I couldn't deal with it. And there was plumbers in and out. There was no water, and I have to go to the bathroom like.
And
10
she
times a
took
day.
her water pill.
Yeah.
Before they came.
Wait,
So I couldn't chance
Was
it.
anything damaged in the flood of yours?
No, it's just.
No?
I mean, I had a rug in the kitchen that's I threw out my towels, but they were they weren't fret or anything, so I didn't care.
Mentally, how are we doing with the trauma of the flood?
Yeah.
I'm fine because I have the people do it. The people all did it.
Well, I saw you sent me a photo. Of,
I did have to pee into a flower pot today though.
Ew.
The guy was in my. I woke up. I got woken up by the buzzer.
Well, that was by choice.
I got woken up by the buzzer, and it was a super, and he came in. He's like, oh, and he's fucking around the bathroom. And the second you wake up, you got to piss. I was like, oh my god, he's in there. I was like, hurry up, I started peeing myself. So I was like, oh my god, I had this unpolished brass.
planter.
Unlacquered brass or
Planter.
unlacquered brass planter, so I decided just to piss in there in the bedroom.
You squatted like a Bichon
And then
Did you
I
have
threw
to
it
get
out.
rid of it? You
Yeah,
threw
I threw it
Okay,
out.
I
It was- I'm moving
as long as
anyway.
you didn't leave it.
No, but I threw it out.
How was the
Was
stream?
wait, was anyone there?
The plumber was there.
And so there was no stream issues and nerves or anything?
No, because I was in my room.
Okay.
He didn't hear me. He was all the way in the West Wing. But like holidays, what's a typical holiday at the Pellegrino household? Are you still in Ohio?
And no, I'm in Los Angeles.
you
now,
are, but your family
Yeah,
in
my
Ohio.
family's all in Ohio, and so I visit. Usually, I'll pick a holiday. My
Like one of
boyfriend
those
and I-
gay movies on Lifetime and they all go home for the holidays
Yeah,
that
yeah.
like Jonathan Bennett's in.
and they're
That's you.
all
Yes.
yeah. That's,
Yeah.
Which one?
He only is in the game.
He's got a
By the way,
monopoly on gay holiday.
I love a Hallmark Christmas movie too. By the way,
Oh, a bitch. Come for me.
Okay,
I love
okay,
it.
good. Because I was like, if you're gonna start making fun of them,
No.
No.
Okay.
Oh my God. Gets
Yeah,
me through
because
life.
they're terrible, but I love them. My family's all there, and they're sort of like all living a street over from each other. So I have two older brothers, so they're all so close to each other. So I'm sort of the weird one who left the state. So going home, it's fun to see all the nieces and nephews and everything.
Yeah.
but-
Are they married?
Yeah, they're married. Yeah.
Now, this says Christmas on here. Now, is Christ accepting of your LGBTQ lifestyle?
Yeah, yeah. And the book is more like non-religious-y, and there's some other holidays in there too, but it's mostly end of year. But yeah,
So, yeah,
I
walk
was
us through
raised
Pellegrino.
Catholic.
Yeah, the household there.
Guys, a quick break from our interview with Danny Pellegrino is to talk to you about HelloFresh. The holidays are right around the corner, and HelloFresh can help take the stress out of dinner by delivering everything you need to cook up tasty meals right to your door, saving you tons of time and even more money. The holiday season can be hectic, and when HelloFresh's 15-minute meals come in, they're quick fixes that get you a wholesome meal on the table, and it takes less time than delivery, and it's much less expensive. That's the part that I like about it, is it tells you exactly how to make the meal. You can choose your meals, customize them, and you're going to save money while you're doing it. Now, Joey, you're a cook and you like using HelloFresh.
I like HelloFresh just because the time it takes to go to the grocery store, get all
Yep.
your ingredients, wheel them up the stairs. So in New York City, no one wants to go grocery shopping because it's a pain in the butt. You have to walk to the store, drag your grocery shopping. This one, it gets delivered directly to you. And my problem is I always make enough for an army and then it always goes in the garbage. So I'm wasting money and I'm wasting time. So I'm making all this food. With HelloFresh, I get exactly the food I need for how many people I'm feeding. I mean, I lie and say I have 4 people coming, but it's just really me and my boyfriend. But nothing goes to waste. You get the exact ingredients you want, and meals come together in about 20 minutes. It tells you exactly what pot and pan to come out when you get there. So it sets you up for success. You take the card out, you get the pots and pans you need. It says there. Check that.
There's like photos of this stuff too. So it's like.
Yeah, you chop the things, how it shows you to chop it. It's foolproof, and anyone can do it. And then you're learning new recipes as you go. And now once you learn a recipe from HelloFresh, I have so many that I've learned from them that I keep in my rotation. And now I make these meals weekly because I learned it from HelloFresh. I learned it by watching you.
Oh yeah, it's HelloFresh is one of those things where like I think like a lot of people have thought about trying a meal kit, but they're maybe a little intimidated or they're a little unsure. If you give HelloFresh a try, I promise you guys are gonna like it. It's great, if it's just yourself or if it's you and a partner or a whole family, they got all the options for you. So we're gonna give you guys a deal. Go to HelloFresh.com/outandaboutfree and use code outandaboutfree for free breakfast for life.
Yep.
What? Is this real?
Yeah, HelloFresh.com. Use code OUTANDABOUT free breakfast for life. One breakfast per item per box with subscriptions active.
Hold on, say that again.
One breakfast item per box while your subscription's active. That's free breakfast for life at HelloFresh.com/outandaboutfree with code OUTANDABOUTfree.
Good Lord, what a deal. Guys, check out HelloFresh. You're going to love it.
So yeah, walk
I
us
was
through
raised
Pellegrino.
Catholic.
Yeah, the household there.
It's just it's a little
Chaos?
chaotic. I always think of my mom is the one who really she so badly wants to present everything as perfect and everything,
Same.
and it's not like that at all. And the thing that I find so funny about it is that I don't think she realizes that she's coming across a certain way, and so that's
What way is she coming across? Let's unpack.
She's loud. She's
Well,
loud.
okay, so there's a
All
chapter in there.
Italians are loud.
Did you write about your family in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you smoking?
I'm very stressed.
The first chapter is about a Christmas Eve gone awry, and my mom has a little mini meltdown, and she didn't have the help she wanted before the company arrived on Christmas Eve, and so I tell
You're
the story in there.
speaking
But
to
she
the
goes to she got in the car in the garage, and I was like, "Where did Mom go?" I go into the garage. She's in the driver's seat, and she's just like devastated. And she says, "I'm going to the corner, Dan."
The car is on and the door is
shut.
shut.
What are you talking about? Like, what corner? She didn't have a corner in mind. She's like, "I'm going to the corner." It was like her version of screaming in a pillow. And then we finally got her to calm down. And then the company arrives, and of course it's all smiles and like, "Oh, it was nothing. It was so easy,
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the
Like,
kind
who's
of-
your company when they come? Like, how many people total are in your house?
A lot. I mean, it's
Over 10,
Yeah,
over-
Christmas Eve usually can be anywhere from 20 to 50 people. It just kind of
50 people.
I mean, it depends. Every year is different because I feel like we're the house where everyone who's got someone will come and bring them.
Is alcohol involved?
But alcohol's involved. And when I was younger, though, I write in the book about my mom would always put all the food and drinks in the laundry room. So people would have to go make their drinks in the laundry room. And then I don't know if this was an Italian thing or a Midwest thing, but we would rent chairs from the funeral home, the local funeral home, which I didn't know was I thought
She
it
found
was
a loophole. This is before Amazon and rental services.
yeah, they're free. But I just was raised thinking everybody did that. And we would have they're the cheapest funeral home chairs, but they were free to rent from the local funeral home. So they would say like Tabone Funeral
Stop
Home.
it.
Yeah, they were like stamped. They had gum on the bottom, cheap wooden chairs.
Who
Smelled
has
like
a dead friend who
formaldehyde?
puts gum on the bottom of the chair? I know you kind of get free range when someone dies in your family because you get help me, I'm dead. My friend's dead. But like,
Help
who
me,
puts
I'm
gum on
dead.
who puts gum on the
It
bottom
was
of the
so
chair?
crazy. And we would my mom would send us to go pick up the chairs on Christmas Eve to get them. And so there'd be like a funeral service, and I'd have to go find the funeral director and be like, "Hey, can you open the back garage so we can like get the chairs out there?"
And I'd have to imagine your mother had to get put her request down early because everyone in town probably wants to get free chairs.
Yeah.
And for you to take all of them.
But I can't believe we were just spending Christmas Eve, like everybody's sitting on these wooden chairs. And I think back, I'm like, why didn't they just invest in fold-up chairs?
Yeah.
If we're using them every holiday. Even graduation parties, it was like, "Oh, Dan, go pick up the funeral home chairs."
I gotta get chairs. I like how you do a timeline of the day before 2:15. Why are you cutting it like that, Dan? Good thing I brought extra because I have to redo it myself. That's exactly what I would say.
Yeah.
Except his is at 2 a.m. and he's yelling at me.
When a mom it could be a mom, dad, whoever's the one spearheading the holiday. It's like they have a particular way that they want to do things. So like,
Don't you know it? Don't I
they
know
want the help, but then also they don't want any help. They want to do everything their way. So it's like if I try to help my mom with cutting the charcuterie tray, she's saying you're not
You're gonna
cutting
do
it
it
right.
wrong
You're doing the wrong
anyway.
cheese. It's whatever.
And you can't even send someone to the store because I'll send people out. Like I was making Thai Thai-inspired meatballs for an event I was having.
Were they good?
They were fire. But I asked them to bring me, can I bring anything? I said, yes, I'm fresh out. I ran out of ground pork. So I asked for some ground pork. This bitch showed up with bone-in fucking pork chops. Ugh. What am I going to,
Who was it? Who, do you want to name?
She's not in my life anymore. I don't like to speak about it.
That was the final straw.
Bone-in, that's what I'm saying. This is why I have to do things myself. Like, how the fuck am I, like, it's just a waste of my time, and now that poor pig had to die.
Well, now you need
pork chops.
you need competent staff, and that's been the issue, I think, in your life.
Yeah,
is
you
cut
need someone to
Does your mom have help come, like, for like waitresses and stuff?
No.
Oh.
No. Not in my Linda Pellegrino would never. No, she
because this is
takes care of
Ohio,
it.
dear.
The one time though, she did send my dad out for a ham, and my dad went to like the wrong grocery store across town
Because she gets a free one from ShopRite.
and he has like my dad has the worst Italian temper, so he'll shoot off and then he calms down
gun?
really quickly. Yeah, not a gun,
Okay.
but
He'll shoot off. Now we
A
can go in multiple
spiritual-
different directions.
an emotional gun he lets off.
Ooh,
But it was
she's
so
an emotional cutter.
I remember like he's downtown like an hour away and they don't have the ham and it's Christmas Eve, so they didn't have anything. But I just
Your
he
mother
called-
sent him out on Christmas Eve for a ham?
Yeah, he had to
Well,
pick
it's
up
her
ham.
own fault. So sorry, Donna Pellegrino.
But
What's
so
her name?
then Linda. But
Linda.
So we were just and whenever my dad gets that temper, we just laugh at him because it's
Yeah.
funny.
And
now.
that's traditionally helped people calm down. When
Yeah,
you
yeah.
laugh
So
at
he
them
gets
when
like
they're
so
mad.
nuts. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm an hour away, and my mom and I are just like cracking up at him in the phone because he's like, "Where's the fucking ham? Like, I came for the goddamn ham, and it's not here."
I
And he's
got
like
all the ham.
swearing, and he's in the middle of the market that he's not supposed to get the ham. Or that
Oh my
there's
God.
no ham. But
He's at a traditional Bengali market looking looking for
But
the
it's
ham.
like
pork product?
Christmas
Yeah,
Eve,
looking
and
for
he's
pork.
just yelling like "fuck off" to these people. You know.
Do you guys do midnight mass?
Sometimes
I've done that
Always.
once.
What a
We're
fucking
convenient
nightmare.
Catholics, so it's like if
Yeah.
one of the
If
grandparents
there's no
is
seat,
around,
I'm not going.
Yeah.
You have to get there early.
If there's someone religious nearby, then we'll either lie and say we went,
Yeah.
or then that's when we'll go to the midnight.
Or say I sent my husband. I can't. I'm too busy. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Also, the midnight mass is just so crowded all the time, and at least where I come, there's no seating, so you're sitting in the back of the church. It's like,
Just
what are we
fake
doing
it.
here? What are we
Watch.
doing?
We used to try and get them to. We used to like when we were younger. We used to try and bargain, and be like, "Mass is on TV. Can we please watch this on TV from home?" And it would never work.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you,
As
do
you're
you,
cursing about hams.
do you remember the Our Father?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah. I always
You
went to
remember?
Catholic grade school. Our Father who art in heaven.
Hallowed be thy
Yeah.
name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread,
and forgive us our trespasses,
as
we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
Episode titled Danny Pellegrino prays away the gay
That's
for the holidays.
that's how we
Praying away
start
the
every
gay.
show with a prayer.
So okay, that's okay.
And I have
felt
a
right.
random question like this. I have a feeling that the answer might be yes, but I'm not sure because I know I have, and I thought that you were part of the sisterhood. Have you or have you not spent
Been
a
circumcised.
weekend and
In
Greystone Manor?
Oh, I did. Yeah.
I did
in
too.
Bluestone Manor.
Sorry.
Dorinda's, have you
Yes.
stayed there?
Yes.
I was there one night when my last book came out. Dorinda was like, I want to host you.
I remember that.
And it was the best night of my life.
Yeah, I
stayed in the
spent
fish
a
room.
couple weekends there. I stayed in the fish room as well.
Isn't she a best
Me and
host?
Hannah dyed my beard in that bathroom. I love the built-ins in the bathroom.
So here's what it is for those of you who don't know. What is the can one of you describe what
Dorinda
the
Medley is
Bluestone
a
Manor-
mutual friend of ours. She was on the Real Housewives of New York City for many seasons until she couldn't mentally take it anymore. Or Andy couldn't mentally take her
Look
anymore.
at those couches.
And
oh
she's
my
got
god.
this house that's been featured on The Real House of New York. And they also did a whole series where they locked a bunch of people in this haunted house. And
Yes.
it was amazing. Ultimate Girls Trip Season 2. But yeah, she's got the infamous room that's called the Fish Room.
That's
And
where she
there's
put
fake
Ramona.
fish. Yeah.
In the room. She has swordfish on the walls or fake fish on the walls.
Luann got mad about it.
Luann
This
got
is
like
located upstate.
This is in the Berkshires.
Okay, got it.
Do you want to know what I just heard?
What?
Andy Cohen told me that Jersey was supposed to go to the Berkshires. They had to cancel their trip. The Jersey Housewives.
They were going to go to her house?
Why?
I don't know if they were going to go to her house, but they were. I would guess they were filming in the Berkshires.
Yeah.
I would have guessed.
She got there. But she's a lovely host.
But I guess something burned down in the Berkshires, so they had to cancel the trip.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
Not Dorinda's. Bluestone's still standing.
Bluestone can withhold anything that Earth can throw at it.
Speaking of New York City and the Housewives, what are your thoughts on the new freshened up cast?
Yes.
I thought it was a really boring season.
Good.
Did you?
Yeah.
My problem with it wasn't so much the casting. I thought they just stretched it out too long. It was 14 episodes plus 2 reunions. I thought it
What's
should have
it
been
usually?
6. Well, first seasons are usually short. So Orange County, Atlanta, and Orange County, Atlanta were.
Yes. She goes
Sit tight,
finally in
little
the
bear.
house. I love it.
Orange County,
Yeah.
Atlanta, New York. They launched with
I'm not talking. She's good.
they launched with 6 episode first seasons. Then they had a 1 or 2 part reunion for their first season. So that's
36 minutes each.
around 8 episodes. Okay. Jersey did 10 total for their first season, but they had the table flip, and that's including the reunion.
That was season 1.
yeah, season 1.
That's why it took off. Just like how Nicole got punched in the first season.
Yeah, it
That's-
helped.
Yeah, the
I-
table
they
flip
had
and
the
punch are
moment.
the
You
same
need-
thing.
Yeah,
They need the drama. They need
especially
something.
to launch these shows, especially now. I think you have to have some sort of moment.
A fake
Would you
church
get?
where someone goes to prison.
Would you get an
yeah.
at-home abortion in Texas with me for the big reveal?
Who's performing it?
Vinny.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
With
yeah.
no hands.
Yes, of course.
With no hands.
With no
He's
hands.
going in with his member. Okay, sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
picky.
So, but
He goes, anyway, back to the house. It's
anyway,
the
so
typical seasons
the
are shorter.
New
This
York,
one's longer.
I don't know why they it was 16 episodes, which is more than double of those other seasons, and they didn't have anything to warrant that many episodes. So I know there are probably a lot of mechanics behind the scenes if they ordered this many episodes, so they had to end up doing it or something like that. But it just was so stretched out, and I thought they took advantage of the viewing audience.
Can I ask a question about it? Why did they refresh the cast? It was just everything they've kind of gone their way. The storyline of everyone's life has been played out, and they say eventually we're gonna have to do a full refresh of everything. Might as well just rip the Band-Aid and do New York completely new.
Yeah, I think there was like a whole slew of reasons. I think it was like the cast cost was high because a lot of those women had been around forever.
years.
The new ones
And
are
then-
$600 an episode.
yeah, Buffalo Wild Wings gift card.
Yeah.
Like, here you go, Jenna Lyons. No, but I think there was that,
her.
and then also I don't think people liked the last season, and there was like drama behind the scenes, and so I think there was just like a whole slew of things. But I thought of the women. I'm interested to see where they go next season. I feel like season 2 could be good. I'm not saying it's going to be, but it could
I
be.
feel, and this is a hot take, I feel that it didn't need to be Housewives to have that show.
Yeah.
I feel that everyone else, I don't care about anyone else, not because I know Jenna Lyons. I think it's just that's the only thing I care about, the only storyline I care about because I look up to the other ones. Just seem so insignificant. Like I don't care about what you're serving. Like I don't. It's not because they're a new cast, and I'm like being. I like the old cast better. I'm all about opening to new things. I just know I don't. I'm not
No, I
feeling
get-
any
I
of the
get it.
storylines.
Yeah.
Jenna's
Yeah.
storyline, I feel because I idolize her.
fabulous.
But I think a lot of people are just watching for Jenna. I think this could have been a different show. I think she should have brought her show, that design show she had.
Stylish.
Stylish. I love that show.
And I don't.
I
think-
only use paper
I don't
candles
think
now.
Jenna wants to be doing Housewives. Like
No,
I
this
feel
was
like
I think this was a wrong introduction for her to. I don't think Housewives is it.
But I
no one
do
even has kids anymore. No
But I
one's
do
even married.
think like the old cast was this element of like old New York money where you're coming into New York
and
City.
none of them are old New York money. They're
This
all
is
like
yeah, exactly.
And
This
they-
is
28
how,
years old with no
and they
money.
didn't even
and
know
they-
each other at all. I know
They're
they
all
tried to
renting their
present it. It was
apartments.
like they were all meeting each other for the first time, and yeah. And I like the original Roni cast, the quirkiness. So I think of like Sonia Morgan. She's such a quirky character, and I don't know that I
Alex was
really
the
got. Yeah,
fucking- Alex was Showgirls movie in real life. Like she
Yeah.
was so absurd. It was like,
Love it.
what is going on? I remember thinking, well, I was born with great genes, and it's
When she modeled.
I'm modeling. I'm doing this. We're gonna make money from it.
yeah.
I was.
It's not like a
dying.
fake thing. It's like a
Wait,
real. I'm
the
really a
fucking-
model.
The,
now.
the bustier made out of recycled things.
They didn't
I
do
am
Housewives to get
dying.
like established. They were already doing their thing. Oh yeah, we'll do the TV show. Now it's like the TV show is going to catapult me
Yeah, and
into
Bethany was nothing when she started hiring. She was only had like $30,000 in her account.
And they're
Yeah.
everyone's too media trained in general on reality TV. I feel like nobody wants to be themselves because, of course, they're worried about how they're going to come across and
have to ask you about
sponsorship
another
deals
question
and
after this.
all of that kind of thing. But the Roni, I miss the old women, and I don't know.
Do you watch House of Villains?
I watched like the first one, I think.
Tiffany Pollard
She's
she's my white whale. We almost got her on this show, but then they had to let go like half the company, so that booking kind of went wayside.
and I said I would not.
That's when I stepped in.
I would not.
That's,
That's
when they called me.
Yeah.
What'd you say, John?
I told her I was not going to change my wig, and she was demanding it.
Yeah, that is like that show is so
She
fucking
should
great.
never be off TV. Like,
No.
she should always be on TV. I don't want to. I feel that way about Snooki too. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want these people ever to be off. And Trishelle from The Real World. I'm like,
Yes.
how are we living in a world where Trishelle
With no
gave
media
us so
training.
much,
Yeah.
and we're having her off TV? Come
Yeah.
on.
Get it together.
Yeah.
Who's your all-time favorite housewife?
It changes all the time. Right now, I love Karen Huger. Do you
Oh,
watch
yeah.
Potomac. She's like the grand dame.
The
and
ground dom.
I love it. I love a kind of the air of a housewife and kind of putting on a show. I also Dorinda probably is one of them too.
Yeah. I love Nene Leakes.
Nene was so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So good. I mean, those early seasons, if you rewatch it,
Oh, I like only the
the
early ones,
Nene
yeah.
and Kim Zolciak dynamic. There's
Uh-huh.
never been anything fun.
Remember they
on
were
TV.
drinking wine in the convertible in the parking lot, listening to her songs,
Yes.
smoking cigarettes,
Oh, God.
and drinking wine in the convertible? the
Was
party.
that the
would
same
al-
episode
yeah.
where she was where Kim was recording and Nini's there boozing, just like looking at her like, oof.
Nene reacting to Kim's
What is
music is the
this,
best.
honey?
She always just like one of those. I love it. And just watching those two like hobnob around Atlanta was like the best.
Out and About is sponsored by BetterHelp. This time of year can be a lot, and it's natural to feel some sadness or anxiety about it. But adding something new and positive to your life can counteract some of those feelings. Therapy can be a bright spot amid all the stress and change. It's something to look forward to make you feel grounded, and to give you the tools to manage everything that's going on.
That's right. If you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire and get matched with a licensed therapist, and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge.
It's the best. But Joey and I have been using it forever. It's actually one of the benefits we have here at Barstool. So a lot of people in the office use it. I like it because it's so easy to get started up. With traditional therapy, you got to go through insurance. You got to find someone. You got to get a referral. It's a nightmare. BetterHelp takes all the stress and struggle out of that. So if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. Like Joey said, it's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. All you got to do is fill out a brief questionnaire. You get matched with a licensed therapist. And if you hate them, you don't like them, you're uncomfortable, switch them at any time for no additional charge. Find your bright spot this season with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/outandabout today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/outandabout today to get 10% off your first month.
Do you ever go down south? Do you ever go to Atlanta? Or are you going to be an LA guy forever?
I don't living wise. I don't know. I did a show in Atlanta. God, I don't know when I am right now, but it was great, and I love Atlanta. Yeah, but I don't know about living there. I don't know.
Hotlanta. Maybe
I
too
don't
hot
know.
down there for her.
We thought about half our office moved to Chicago, and we like floated
love
the idea
Chicago.
for like 0.2 seconds. But I think we're New York forever. I think we're not. I don't think maybe LA. You like LA? I used to work there way back in the day, but
I lived in Chicago for 2 years.
you did. Well, that's
Oh.
close. To
I don't
where
know
you
enough
go.
about it. Like I don't know. Like every time I
Yeah.
go, that just doesn't seem like
That's how I feel about
it's, like,
Atlanta. I just
spread
don't. I've only
out.
been there one time.
It's like
so I don't
spread
know.
out. I don't know what the cool areas are. It seems like not.
I don't want a
it.
car.
Chicago's really young. That's how I felt when I was just there last week, and I was looking around, and I was in sort of my old neighborhood that I used to live in, and I'm looking around, and it's like all these DePaul students, and I just felt so fucking old. I was like,
Yeah.
man.
Are you dating anyone?
Yeah, I have a boyfriend. We've been together for 13 years now. So
Oh
we've been
wow!
together. Yeah.
Lord.
Congratulations. Do you live together?
We do, yeah.
Oh, that's nice. And
Imagine
is he
you
in the
didn't.
arts?
No, he does graphic design. So yeah.
Did he do
sort
the
of.
book?
No, he did. He did the pictures in the book. So there are a lot of pictures that he drew, like that are in the book.
Flip through, Joe. Let's
Sauce.
see.
What is this? What's the publisher?
Source books.
Source Books.
Yeah.
Did you watch? Were you a fan of Younger?
Yeah,
Such a Younger fan. Oh my God.
Hillary Duff and
Wait, who is your Hillary Duff? Do you know her name? Their name
What do you mean?
at the book? Who's your editor?
Oh, Kate Roddy.
Kate
Yeah,
Roddy.
yeah, oh, yeah. She's great. She's great.
Wait, what was her name on the show?
Oh, yeah. God, I can't remember. I love that show.
I do too.
Yeah, that's one of those ones too that you could just binge.
Darren Star.
Yeah, you could binge
I think
3
he
hours
touches.
of it. Yeah.
What are you binging right now?
Um,
And you can't say hot Cheetos.
I don't know. What am I? I feel like I watch a lot, so
Yeah.
probably it might be better to say like, what are you watching?
Yeah, what aren't you watching?
What I don't know.
What are you watching?
No, I don't know. I'm trying to ask you guys.
Oh, what
Give
am
me
I
some-
watching? I haven't really. I've been in the middle of moving, so I haven't really watched anything. The last thing I watched that I really enjoyed is on Netflix. It was the what is that movie called? That show called Pieces of Her. It's very good. It's with Toni Collette.
Toni Collette is so good. Last night in the hotel, we were watching a Christina Ricci marathon from the 90s. It was like the Addams Family movies were on. Casper was on.
Ooh, she's
I
a
know it's not
spooky
current,
bitch.
but it was like one of the channels in the hotel room had just like a full Christina Ricci marathon.
Did you
I was
watch
into it.
Wednesday?
Yes.
She was in that,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You like it?
I thought it was okay. Yeah. I love those 90s Addams Family movies. So like that's where my heart is. Watching the one with Joan Cusack last night, I was like, Joan Cusack and Angelica Houston, who they light.
I love her.
The way they light Angelica Houston's eyes throughout those two movies,
magical.
like full. I don't know what they did, but it's so brilliant. And I'm like, you're not seeing that in movie theaters anymore.
Right.
It's like,
Halloween's right around the corner.
are you dressing up?
We are dressing up tomorrow. We're shooting a Halloween episode tomorrow. What do you think the big Halloween costumes this year are going to be?
Well, gay people always love to dress as Mario and Luigi, no matter what.
She's dressing as Mario with no top on
I
tomorrow.
think it's the best costume. I'm
Yeah.
always attracted to it.
Yeah.
I think it's timeless. Like
is
to me,
cute.
that's the couples. It works in straight world too. I think like even seeing a woman and a man or whoever, I just think it always works. But I think there's going to be probably a lot of the Barbie.
Lots of Barbie. I
Yeah.
think there's gonna be lots of knife wielding Britney.
Yep.
With the
I didn't even
knives.
think of that.
I did. I've been thinking about the costume all day, but I was gonna have to sit down while I was here, so I was like, I can't really wear a present crop top and a bikini bottom while sitting.
Right.
I mean, you could. It was just a blur
wouldn't look good.
involved.
I think a lot of people are going to be Ice Spice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Sexy Red.
sexy reverse coochie swipe.
We could do a reverse coochie swipe. Yep.
What other films are big this year?
What other films?
What other celebrity costumes do you think people are going to be?
I mean,
I feel like it really is going to be mostly Barbie. I don't know that there
Yeah.
were any really other like
That's so
big
Beyonce
boring.
Renaissance
Oh,
ticket
yeah.
goer.
Well, I
Taylor
feel like
Swift.
there'll be a lot of
Taylor
like Taylor
Swift shit.
Swifty things. Like I don't know what it'll be exactly.
Taylor
but-
and Travis.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh.
That's the straight
Yeah.
people are probably all going to do that.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Because it's so easy too. It's like a football jersey and yeah.
Yep.
We're
Yeah.
gonna do. Is this out? Ours is gonna be out before. This is gonna be before.
This
We'll bleep it.
No, we know what we can say it because we were already it. This will air after Halloween.
For Halloween, we are being Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber on launch day for her Rhode Strawberry Lip Gloss and Krispy Kreme.
Do you find Justin Bieber attractive?
I did. I mean, I would definitely have sex with him. Yeah.
Who is the hottest celebrity male to you?
Oh, me, Rob Gronkowski.
Just pointed at you. So
know.
He has
dramatically.
Desi fever.
I would have to think. I would have to not Gronk. He's too big. That's too scary.
Gronk, I love
don't want
Gronk.
the threat of like.
I
physical.
love football players. I love I
don't
love
want-
Nick, not Nick
okay.
Bosa. I like Joey Bosa.
I
You
don't
love
know
football
that is.
players.
His brother with his older brother.
You wanna
Big
feel
Is he
dainty.
wasn't there someone in a Skims campaign? I don't.
That's him.
Is that
that's,
who it is?
Nick
That's
Bosa.
Nick Bosa.
Is that the
Joey
brother?
That's the younger brother. Nick Bosa is the
I
bigger
didn't
one.
know who they were.
I'm trying to think who was like a really.
I love
hot-
Taylor Lewan. He's also a football player.
He works with us.
So Joey, you like that bigger.
But I also my
and he
boyfriend.
doesn't
My
want the
boyfriend's
bigger.
very not that at all. My boyfriend's a twunk, if you will.
Interesting.
Who's your favorite hottest celebrity?
can't
Oh,
pick
I
us.
love all of them. No, I think
I'm not picky.
Chris. I love a Chris. I like Channing Tatum.
Oh, yeah.
A classic.
Yeah. To me, I find the way he moves so sexy. Like I just feel like
Yeah.
he'd be good in bed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's very smooth.
Yeah.
A smooth
Like some
operator.
because don't you feel like a lot of the celebrity guys too? They could be really hot, but I'm like I don't think they'd be good in bed.
The people
Yeah.
who are the best in bed are medium ugly.
Yeah.
Those are the people who are best in bed.
And I like. Yeah.
I
I
told
just
you have something good going for you.
sometimes
I'm trying to build
it's
this
gonna
up.
sound shady, but sometimes Channing
please.
Tatum looks like a potato to me. But I mean it in the
Yes.
best way. Like I find him so hot, but like something about his face reminds me of like one of those. Maybe it's not a potato. What are those?
Mr. Potato Head.
The McNuggets.
Chicken
McNugget
McNugget.
buddies.
He,
Do you
he's
remember them?
shaped like a chicken McNugget.
The eyes.
California
something with
Raisin?
the eyes.
Yeah.
No, but I love the California.
Do you remember the
Raisin.
California Raisins?
Yeah,
Oh,
I watched
they
a
were
great
good.
documentary about the claymation guy. I don't remember his
Oh.
name, but people can look it up. I thought it was so good. It was like about that studio that did the California Raisin. I didn't see anybody talking about this documentary, and it was great.
Oh,
There you go.
You know what? I watched the Bob Ross documentary.
what was it?
That-
Did he have
was it
demons? Did
good?
she have demons in her
That
closet?
he was basically his estate had
Schizophrenic?
nothing because these two people like owned all his artwork. It was really pretty crazy. This is like a year old. So
Do they still
don't rush
sell?
to
Can
it,
you see how
but-
much of original Bob Ross painting is? I'm getting a new apartment. How much do you think it is, Dan?
That's it right there.
That's-
Dorinda
that's
has
what
it.
That's the Bob Ross. Yeah.
Bob
you-
drew Dorinda.
Wait,
Yeah.
Did you watch? I'm sure you watched Inventing Anna.
I don't think they're that much.
No, I mean I
So
saw
you
a
don't know
little
you don't
bit,
know
but I
you don't know
watched
the
it all.
peacock scene
No.
that was done
fuck, I
after
just
Dorinda.
watched-
No.
There was a character, a Dorinda
Stop
character
it.
and they were shopping for a peacock
No.
scene, and it was about her peacock. You saw the peacock in
Yeah.
the blue room.
Yeah, yeah.
So the first one that he ever did on PBS is going for $10 million. But there's got to be some like, I mean, he did 1 million of these fucking things. And you also see that all the paintings that he ever did on that show create like, they like go down the river. That's really pretty crazy.
Also, that's a popular Halloween costume every single year, Bob Ross.
Yes.
Every year.
What's
What
it-
costume do you think they should retire? Like,
Bob
what do you
Ross.
see? Yeah, Bob Ross.
I don't, for straight people,
Yeah.
I don't like when straight people dress up as celebrity couples. It's an ick, I guess you would say for me. Like Travis and Taylor is gonna just gross me out if I see straight people dressed as that this year. I think retire
I think you
a
should.
referee.
I
I
have a
mean,
good
a
one.
lone football player, lacrosse. No.
I hate the people that give like zero. If either go all balls to the wall or don't do it at all. Like I think that's just the game, obviously. But like I think that be allow yourself to be ugly, allow yourself to be funny or crazy or goofy. Like these girls are so like, with the animal ear girls, they're just like, oh, like I don't look so hot. And,
You don't have to be sexy on Halloween.
And not
Like,
just
you
girls,
don't.
guys too. Like, guys like, I'm not going to commit. I don't want to wear like a t-shirt that says costume. This is my costume. Like fucking do it or don't do it. And I just feel that
It's all about
allow
confidence
yourself to
too.
be,
Like you can be in an ugly outfit, but if you're confident, I think it's sexy, right?
like doing the walk of shame, one of those crazy costumes, is the funniest thing ever. Like the next day, like you're a bottle of mustard, like walking down the street after
Just
you
see a
got
wig.
railed.
In West Hollywood, there's just wigs everywhere. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
like-
Can you pull up his costume from last year? I'll see if
I'm sort
Danny
of
can guess.
tired of the Harley Quinn Joker straight costuming.
Yes.
Like it's been so many years now, and I would just beg people, if they are going to keep doing it, to find a new way in. Like find a different version of it or something. I don't know what that means exactly, but it's up to you guys to figure it out.
It's played out because for that you can be sexy and you can also be like, look, I put in effort.
I
This
don't
is
know
kind
if
of
we
a
can find it that
demonic
way.
character. Vinny, I think maybe I texted it to you. Well, we were last year. What was the first year we did this? I was just a hole and you were something else.
I love that.
You were just a hole, and I was Gypsy Rose.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard was the.
Did they
world
go over
famous.
well?
Yeah,
Oh,
Gypsy Rose.
yeah.
Well, did it go? And then we were.
gonna find it for
then
you.
we were Jeffrey Dahmer and Jeffrey Dahmer's grandmother.
That played well.
Grandmother.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This was
Jeff.
This was this was Joey as Gypsy Rose.
Oh my god. The
What do you
glasses.
feel? What do you
You
feel like
can keep
Gypsy Rose?
going,
Now
it's gotta
I'm
be
trying to
done.
get in the press pit for her reveal.
Yeah.
When she comes out of prison on December 28th, and wherever prison she is, I want to show you the
Keep going,
presser. What
man.
do you
It's
think
gotta
about
be
the
there.
show, about her legacy and what happened there?
I would love.
Do you know what it is?
No, I don't know.
You know Gypsy Rose
No.
Blanchard?
I mean, I know who it is, but I haven't seen this. Is there a new
It's not
show?
new, she has a new show on Lifetime coming out.
Okay.
But she's also
It's a documentary. It's not like acting. She was the one. She killed her mother because her mother.
She didn't kill her mother. Nick killed her mother.
She had Munchausen's by proxy to her mother. It's all the way down. Nick.
Wait, what was the? Wait, that wasn't
The
Inventing
Act.
Anne. Oh, the act. Okay, okay.
But that was
okay.
that was the
I'm mixing up all my limited series. They're all running together.
the
in my
act.
head.
But then the
Oh,
real
yeah.
one was Mommy Dead and Dearest.
That
It's like
is a
Julianne
classic.
Moore, Nicole Kidman. They're all sort of swirling in my head at the moment.
they're
and
not
I'm
in the
getting them
show.
all mixed up. I know.
No. This is the real.
Dee Dee Blanchard is played by
Was it last year or 2 years ago?
Keep going down. 2 years ago.
is
Dee Dee Blanchard.
played by Arquette, Patricia Arquette.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
good.
Well, Dee Dee Blanchard. Go up. Go up. That's what killed my eyes.
That was years
That's
ago.
the look.
Wait, what?
Her eyeshadow look.
Go down a little bit, Van. Keep going.
Oh, this?
Gypsy Rose. No, yeah. I was going to see Gypsy Rose, but it is what it is. But yeah, I think, is it weird that I'm already getting a little bit nervous for New Year's? And I haven't
Why?
been nervous for New Year's in forever.
Why are you nervous?
I don't know what I'm nervous. I just don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, there's Gypsy Rose right there.
I prefer
hate New Year's.
quiet. Yeah, I don't like New Year's.
I
I want to like sit and hibernate in New Year's.
Yeah, New Year's sucks.
Like, give me a bunch of
Yeah.
food at
you're
home.
forced to like have fun and
right
something
there.
on your birthday. Like the day that's New Year's Eve, you have to have fun. You have to.
I hate it. Yeah.
It's like
And I feel that way about birthdays too. I don't want a birthday thing. I'd rather throw a
yeah.
big party another day, or even if celebrating yourself for a birthday or something, I'd rather it be another day. Like I hate
It's
a birthday.
21, 25, 30, 40,
What?
65 are the
Are you having
birthdays.
a Rain Man moment? What are you screaming out numbers for?
Those are the birth. This is Gypsy Rose. There I am as a gimp, just a hole. What are you doing for Halloween? Are you gonna go? Are you getting dressed up?
No, I see.
She's on a book
I
tour.
know I'm here on talking about a holiday book, but I like to for the
Like-
actual Halloween. I'll probably sit in, and I'm traveling that day, so I think I'll get back to LA in time to like maybe hand out
You're so
candy or
busy.
something.
Oh, that's cute.
But it's like a pretty hectic couple of weeks. So,
So you-
this Halloween, I don't think I'll do much of anything. But even other Halloweens, I like to sit in if I can.
I like to hand
or
out
go to a
candy.
quiet party or something.
So
Watch
you have your
Practical Magic.
sophomore book.
Yeah.
You have your podcast, the Danny Pellegrino Show.
Everything iconic. Yeah.
Everything iconic, Danny Pellegrino, and you do stand up and you do live in person.
Yeah, I'm on tour
readings.
right now, so I'm doing I do like a whole live show of my podcast. So I talk about Housewives, and I've been touring that. So I was on the road in the spring, and then I'm finishing up this tour.
What does the Danny Pellegrino Show consist of? Walk us through it when we walk in the door. There are cocktails, obviously.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
drinks.
There's drinks at the bar, and then there's a video that opens the show, and it's basically like a lot of what I say are iconic clips from TV, film. It's a lot of reality TV shows. So when people come, there's this big video that we kind of keep not a secret, but it's like for the live
I
shows.
love that. Yeah, so you
it-
can only see it in
yeah,
person.
and that's truly like the best part I think of the show, because I love reality TV, and being in a crowd of other people who kind of get these
Yeah.
Bravo Real Housewife references is so fun. And the crowds go wild when you show one of those clips.
Yeah.
And you're surrounded by people that like that stuff. It's so fun. So that opens the show, and then I come out and I tell a few stories and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then whatever's going on in the Bravo universe, I'll recap. So currently on this tour, I'm talking about Salt Lake City Housewives. So it's kind of like a Real Housewives TED Talk. There's like basically a PowerPoint or like a slideshow thing.
Yeah.
And so I'll play a clip and then I'll talk about it. That'll
You break
be
it down.
I
You break
break
it
it
all
down.
We
down.
love the Housewives here. We've had a gaggle of the
Who's
of
been the
girls.
worst?
The worst?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Who's
it was
been the
worst.
What a Bravo question. They've all been great. I mean, we've had
Heather Gay in
we've
here.
had
We've had Luann.
Luann multiple times. We love Luann. We had
Yes.
Terry Dubrow and Heather Dubrow on.
Heather Dubrow.
We had who else have we had on? We've had a couple of the Salt Lake ladies.
Who's been the best then?
I love.
Was it Luann?
I mean,
Luann, yeah,
Luann
yeah.
is a dream.
Every
I
time
love her.
I've been touring, I keep asking the people who run these clubs and stuff. I'm like, who has been through? And everyone, they say, Luann was just here. Luann's coming
Yeah,
soon.
yeah.
And I'm like, well, how is she? How was she? And they all say she's so nice.
Yeah, she's so
And
sweet.
I've interviewed her a few times too, but I always wonder, because they're not on camera.
Even off camera,
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
nice. Like literally afterwards, she's like,
sweet.
"Oh, darling," she goes, "You have to do this." She goes, "I'll tell you this," and she's like,
She's a
offering up
beacon
her
of
restaurant
class.
suggestions. She's very classy.
Yeah.
She invited us to her Krabby Lake premiere, but we couldn't go. We had a live show that day. Krabby Lake, is it called?
Crappy.
Lake, yeah.
Crappy Lake. Is
Yeah.
that the real name of the place?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's like
Lake
Crappie.
Crappie.
It's like the real pronunciation is like Crappie Lake.
Yeah.
And then they called it Crappie Lake. But yeah, I've heard she's great. I mean,
Really
and
lovely.
every time I've talked to her, she's been great.
Yeah.
Well, make sure you check out the book. This is out now. You can get this Amazon, I'm sure, Barnes and Noble, everywhere books
Yeah,
are
everywhere
available.
books are
Fine
sold.
books
There's
are
also an
sold.
audio book. It's fun and silly, and it'll help you check out for the holidays. We need people to buy the book. Buy the book.
Yeah, buy the book and make sure to check his podcast out, Everything Icon with Danny Pellegrino. And she'll be stopping to a city near you for her live comedy tour. Thank you for coming, Danny
Thank
Pellegrino.
you for having me. This
Thank
was such
you,
a
Danny.
pleasure. I appreciate it.
One last
guys.
question for you. Do you buy Pellegrino for your house because it has your name on it?
No, I know I should. No, I should.
should.
Yeah,
I would lie. I would lie. If I was single, I would lie to guys and say that it's your family's fortune.
Somebody
That are
just
in
told me
air.
because whenever I'm like checking in somewhere, like at the airport or whatever, people are like, "Oh, are you related?" And I always say no.
I say
And
yes.
Say
My
yes.
friend was with me the other day, and she was like, "You should start saying
No,
yes."
say it, and I'm like, give me your address. I'll send you a case, and they get free shit from them, and then never send it. If you see them one time, you're like, oh my god, I'll have my uncle send you a case. He's the shipping manager.
And then you get a first class upgrade. And
Yes, always do that.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I
do
might
it.
change my
I'm gonna
last
try
name to
it.
something
Change to Pellegrino.
like Depot. My mother owns Home Depot.
People always spell it wrong.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone sees the word Pellegrino all the time, though, and it keeps getting. I was just at a
jealous
show.
of that name.
I was
It's
just
such
at
a
such a
good
good
name.
name.
Well,
yeah.
I was just at a show, and the marquee spelled my name wrong, and because they always spell it with an I. A lot of people, but I feel like you see it all the time. It's two E's.
Yeah. You change your last name to Tree Shop of the Christmas Tree Shop. Look at that.
If I was a winer, I would change my last name to Pellegrino.
I'm gonna start lying and say I'm related to the.
Do
water.
that on the way.
Okay.
Like say, try it with Ebony at the front desk.
Okay.
She doesn't know what sparkling water
So
is.
just
though.
start bringing up. I'll send her a case.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you,
Danny.
guys.
That
Thanks,
was
Danny.
fun.